Woo! What's up, fellas?
What's going on?
What is up?
Dude, Wilbie! Oh my
Let's
gosh, I'm
go.
so hyped. We got you back on the pod, third year in a row. Like, probably one of two Jets fans I can stand because y'all are just so smelly, you know? Back to it. I mean, couldn't have you on earlier this year because I was still hurting from week one. You know how that is.
Yeah, I got that. I got that, Sean. It's always an honor to be on it, and I love seeing you guys continue all the success you've had and seeing it grow and following everything's going on. So it's always an honor to be here with you guys.
Dude, thank you, thank you. You know, it's been a lot of hard work,
you.
but it's worth it every year when I see us a number one on people's Spotify Wrapped for podcasts, bro. That makes it all
Right,
worthwhile.
You know, Jeff South would be proud.
Dude, dude, Jeff South would tear this apart. He'd be like, he'd be like, oh, that's great. But I don't know, dude. Dude, Jeff South, dude, Gary would love it. I know Bill Oglesby would be like, wow, that's just neat.
Yeah, him, Sean Collins Smith, dude, he'd weigh in, say this is awesome.
Nah, he's too Hollywood these days. Sorry, Aaron, we're talking about people from
figured.
DCU.
Yes,
so we're totally
it's all good.
here.
That guy. Sick.
We'll
Not
see.
me being a psychology major on the
You would've
complete
loved
opposite
him.
side.
You would have, dude. Honestly, the way these guys played mind games, you thought it was a psychology class, man. Let me tell
It
you,
sounds like they
yeah.
critique that absolute crap out of you guys. So
in a good way. Sean
yeah.
would. Gary was like, "That's just great." Anyway,
Neat.
let's keep it to some football here. Wilby, what stuck out to you this weekend, man? What was your game of the week?
This past weekend or upcoming weekend?
This past weekend, like what game, final score, like stood out to you? An upset, a win you saw coming all along. If you need a second, we can go to Aaron on this one or whatever.
Well, I mean, that Thursday night game, I thought that was the best Thursday night game that we've seen all year. So I was just like, that's what you were expecting, like high scoring.
Mm-hmm.
And so that one was fun. That's kind of what stuck out to me all weekend. I mean, I feel like on Sunday there was quite a few duds. I mean, even as a Jets fan, I don't usually watch the games anymore. So I tuned in there. But the Thursday game, I'm blanking. Who even played? I'm trying to think.
Dallas,
Who's too high
Seattle.
Yeah, Dallas, Seattle.
It's like a
Geno
college
Smith,
game.
Man, he snapped back into it, and
Didn't ride back.
Dallas finally beat a team that was over 500. So
Yes.
you know, there you
Bravo.
go, right?
Barely
Yeah.
had it in him. Barely had it in him.
You did it.
I don't know. The amount of penalties was probably the amount of yards the Steelers had, right?
Oh my
More than
God.
what we had, dude. It was crazy. What was it, like 270 penalty yards altogether?
Yeah, I think it was like a total of 20 the entire game, or like 21. Like one team had 11, the other team had 10, and I'm just like, that's a lot of dirty laundry on the field there, Al.
Jeez.
Yeah, but that was a great
a
game.
really good
That was a
game,
great
yeah.
game. Not great for me because I had to play Dak Prescott in fantasy, so I was like, dang, and CD Lamb. I was like, arf. So tough hole to dig out of, but you know, it is what it is. We live to fight another day. Aaron, what was your game of the week, man?
I'm going to completely ignore the meltdown that happened on Sunday in Pittsburgh.
It doesn't count. Injuries don't count.
Dude, I mean, yeah, we'll get into it when we get to that pick pretty soon here. But Green Bay beating Kansas City?
Yeah.
I almost called that too.
You were like, is
swear.
this the game that it actually makes it hard to play in Lambeau? And I think what you were missing was the weather factor. Because like if it's too warm to play in Lambeau, it's just another game.
That's
but
true.
if it's December in Lambeau, it's a tough place. It started snowing too, so it's like, all right. So are we expecting the Packers to be a dark horse NFC candidate?
It's looking like it. I mean,
Playoffs?
they're definitely in the picture for sure. I mean, and Jordan Love the past 3 weeks. I mean, especially last night. I mean, it's the way he was reading coverages and just knowing where to go with the ball. It was nice, and I've been a fan of his since they drafted him out of Utah State. So I don't know. It was kind of nice in a way, and I love seeing those Chiefs lose. Hopefully, we make it
Dude.
back to back. You know, but yeah, that was a great game.
Could happen.
For sure. I'm trying to think. My game of the week here. I could be basic. Let's just be basic for a second. Yeah. The Niners just manhandling the Philadelphia Eagles in Philly, getting a linebacker kicked out, getting a private security guard that should be a starting left tackle somewhere kicked out. Like that game was nuts. That game
Yes, it
was on
was.
crack. Like ridiculous. And just to see the Niners hopefully unseat the Eagles and Brock Purdy really elevating his game for a true MVP potential.
Mm-hmm.
I
Vegas
mean, the
already updated
defense
the
there.
odds.
Yeah. Well, I
Mhm.
mean, I was because you know how good the linebackers and the line is for the Niners, but man, those
Yeah.
cornerbacks really stepped up and shut down that offense when it came to passing the whole time too. So that's what I was really surprised with. So yeah, that was wild. The whole thing. Everyone
Yeah.
thought that incident was going to be, oh, do it for Dom, and then now the Niners were like, no, it's over.
It was like, this is our game. This is our game. This is our turf. Like, revenge. We actually have a quarterback. Revenge.
Yeah.
Dude, AJ Brown's been a little quiet these past couple weeks.
What? No, he had like 9 receptions. I
Did he
mean,
score
yards wise,
that?
he was okay.
I don't know. I don't know. I feel for like what we expected him or like what we saw in the first half of the year. Like, oh, borderline
Sure.
unguardable, like good
Yeah.
luck. It just seems like I guess quiet for him. But
So he had 8 for 13 for 114 yards.
never mind. That was a pretty good
He,
day.
he was quiet in the red zone,
Yeah.
if that's what you meant. But I mean, you know.
Whatever. Dude, I'm ready for Goodell to
Anyways,
ban this tush push though, dude. It's gonna happen any day.
boo.
Yeah.
Boo. Learn how to defeat it. Come on, just run your head directly into the
You
quarterback's
can't
helmet.
do it. Yeah, exactly. Just instant
That's the only
CTE.
way. You got to make it violent, or else it's not going to be banned. And if it is
Aaron,
banned, it's what?
I'm gonna have to see you demonstrate it because no one can stop it. I like the fakes that come out of it. Those are fun. It's like, you
Oh
thought we were
yeah,
gonna do
yeah.
that. Nope. Like,
I forget what team it was. It was like oh, who was it?
it was some
I think
team. There's been a few. I've even seen it on the college level, and I'm
no,
like, okay,
I
that's
think it
cool.
was I think it might have been Seattle. Like Gino
Hmm.
kind of braced to go in, but went around the side, and it was like,
Mhm.
oh, okay.
Yep.
Dude, why not? It's sick. I'm all about it. I love it. All right, fellas. All good on last week. Ready to get into this week? Getting some picks?
Let's do
Oh
it.
yeah, let's do it.
Dude, Aaron, are you ready? Because it's your game of the week
No, I'm
already, right
not
off the
ready. I'm not
bat,
ready.
dude.
Actually, just
New England's
cancel this
coming to
game.
Pittsburgh.
Cancel this
This
game.
isn't Brady Roethlisberger. This is Zappy question mark and what's his face from Penn State who just got signed?
McSorley.
McSorley, dude. Dude, I'm just
No.
telling you, good things happened last time he was in West PA. I'm just saying, I like it.
Look, I wouldn't be surprised if we tied in this game. To be completely honest,
That's
all right,
impossible.
So Minka broke his hand on a tackle last week.
Yeah, but he finished the game.
He said he's going to play this Thursday too.
Man,
Just
Steele
going to
drinks
put
his
a
milk.
cast on it. Yeah,
Good for
eats
him.
his Wheaties. Yeah. TJ
steroids.
was a little banged up. Steroids, candies. Isaac Seumalo's out. Kenny Pickett is out. And now we have to trust money Mitch Trubisky. Against the team, like the Patriots team, who actually has held their last 3 opponents to like below 10 points or something like that, like
Mhm,
10 or below, which is
Yep.
wild considering. So they're just incredibly inept on offense. And
Oh yeah, they're
kind of decent.
awful.
Yeah, kind of decent on defense. So I have very low expectations. I think we're just going to run the ball down their throat because that's what we're good at, and just hope to God that we can hang on to the ball and not turn the ball over ever,
Mhm.
like at all.
Yeah.
And I would honestly give TJ this game off just so he can just have a game to rest. I don't know, man. It like
Don't know about that.
my confidence in this team dropped immediately after all of that. I mean, 2 weather delays and we're getting destroyed by McBride. Literally just McBride by himself, and like I guess James Conner scored too.
Revenge game.
But talking about this week, or this coming week, I'm gonna take the Steelers because we're at home, and we're a pretty
Nice.
good team at home. The New England Patriots stinky, and
They're so bad.
go
They're
Steelers.
so bad. Can't wait to see them draft Caleb Williams this year.
Oh
It'll be
my
so
God.
great. Just ruin him. Just absolutely ruin him. Like, all right, Caleb, you got to throw to 3 backup tight ends and the water boy that we picked
Running
up.
back.
Like, Yeah, exactly. It's like, hey,
Don't
hey,
worry,
this guy's
Devontae Parker is going to stay though, so don't worry, we're all
dude.
set.
Weapon.
We're set. Yeah, we're set there. Wilby, where you lean on this game?
Oh man, I think I have to lean toward the Steelers. I mean, it might be like a 7-3 final. Steelers win the
probably
game.
will.
I think Aaron's right though. Like this, it being in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I think the Steelers will get through this one, man. That Patriot, and I think Ramondre Stevenson might be out this week for the Patriots. That whole
Huge.
offense is
Rough.
absolutely. I don't even know.
Dude, they make the Jets look good on offense. They make
They
Zach
really
Wilson. Get Zach Wilson in that system, you'll see an
No,
improvement.
no. Zach said he doesn't want to come back and throw, dude. So,
Which I'm like, wait, how can you say no? Like, what?
I just saw the memes right before I hopped on here, and I was like, what's going on?
Nah, coach,
man?
I'm good.
But
I'm just
I'm not
cash
going to
this
be a part of
check.
your carousel.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know.
he's like,
They are
everyone
kind of
shifted
ruining
blame.
his career. Exactly, dude. They're just like,
He's like, I don't want the spotlight back on me.
Salah has to take responsibility for this, dude. Like, what? No, what? Yes, he has to take full responsibility for this.
Well, it wasn't his GM or during his time where they drafted Wilson, was it? Because this is Wilson's third year.
Was that Gase?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was the last
I think
or
Gase
whatever.
was, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I think
gosh,
it was
dude, I miss that
Gase.
guy. That dude was so good. Should have locked him up.
How
Oh,
good
my
was he,
God.
man?
He was so good. Just like the Pats got to lock up Matt Jones here, long-term deal. I'm in and run. All I'm saying, it took Peyton like 4 years to get good. So, I mean, that could be the situation here.
I don't know, guys. Clean house, man. Bring in some guys. I don't know.
I like Robert Saleh a lot. I mean, we're not even talking the
I do.
Jets
Well,
here.
that's what I meant. Like, yeah, like the coach. But I'm saying quarterback wise, the fact that we're that worried about a backup, and you have so many pretty solid NFL backups around the league that the guys you have to turn. I know you could have freaking called Joe, or you could have. I mean, yeah, I don't think I really wouldn't have wanted Wentz, but
dude, Philip Rivers, man.
But we could talk about this a lot more in a little bit. Let's get back to these games, Sean. You
dude,
hear me?
Nice, dude. Thank you. Great toss. That was a great toss. You still got it, dude.
Nice.
Yeah. I said last week I liked Pittsburgh. I like them at home. I like Mike Tomlin. It kind of bit me in the ass, but hey, you can't plan for injuries. I hate New England. They are such garbage. It's so wonderful. It's almost like my team winning every time they lose, and just the fact that they're not just losing a little, they're losing a lot. Like potentially second to worst team like in the league. Oh, it's so great.
Oh, for sure.
Sweet Patriots tears. But I'm gonna trust Pittsburgh here. I gotta trust Pittsburgh. I'm biased. I'm gonna bet Pittsburgh -6 because I'm a madman. They burned me last week. I think they're gonna bounce back. They're gonna find a way. Lean on the defense, find a way. But moving on here, back-to-back games of the week. Wilby, it's game of the week, man. Houston, those Texans are coming to New York City. I don't know how all those Texans are going to fit in between those Jets. Houston favored -6.5 here, guy. What do you think's going to happen?
Well, we made actually they're not Houston. The team's not allowed to fly up. So as Jets we have a lot of connections in like the airline industry, so they have to bus. They have to take like a bus up, so that's kind of like what we do for opposing teams. We don't, we don't let them fly up to our stadiums. They have to
home field advantage.
Oh my lord!
Didn't Baltimore do that last year? They took like a train to like Philly, or like they took it to New York or something. And like it was
I was watching
late.
something random about that, but it was like the 2002 Buccaneers after they beat Philly at the vet. The airlines, they couldn't get out of Philly for like 3 hours, and John Gruden was like saying something of being like, we feel like the union had some hand in this of like making us have to wait on the tarmac for 3 hours before we could fly out. So
that's hilarious.
Yeah,
dude, hell yeah.
God, I don't know. So it's Houston this week against the New York Jets.
Yeah, do the Jets stand a chance here? I know there's a lot going on. I don't know. Just so much going on with the Jets. There was a lot of hype. Rodgers saying he's going to come back if there's any chance to get a playoff,
In
really need this game.
That Texans, is it the receiver who's out for the season now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so good. Broke a leg.
Oh man, I don't know, guys. If Simeon starts, we'll keep
Oh,
it. I don't know. I think the Texans will come in there and beat us, but because Stroud's not just a rookie guy. He's not a guy you can rattle. You chose. They're 7-5, aren't they? I
yeah,
mean,
they're in a playoff spot.
so like I can't even say the defense is going to rattle a rookie quarterback. So I don't know. I say the Texans come in and yeah, I'm gonna go Texans.
Mm.
21-13. I think that'll be something. We'll go with that.
All right.
Respectable
Because
score.
can't put Boyle back in, man. This is
Mm.
Simeon. Throw Simeon in there.
Dude, I'm missing Matt White. Missing Matt White this time of year.
Mike White, dude.
Mike White,
White.
Dude, I
same
got to watch
difference.
Mike White just living life on the Miami sideline every freaking week, and I'm like, could you
Dude.
imagine, man? I would have taken Heineke, dude. Get Heineke up to New York, man, for the rest of the year.
Yeah,
God.
That's
yeah.
not a bad idea.
I don't hate that. Yeah, you see
So,
some guy who can actually spin it and has some experience
Yeah.
for sure. Well,
but
dang, dude.
and I mean, it's how it is. The defense can't do it all. They can hold on for a couple quarters once, but no defense wants to get 5 game minutes of less than that, 2-3 game minutes of rest and have to go back out there every few minutes. I can't imagine.
Oh, it's frustrating.
So, yeah. So we'll see. Yeah.
Hey, we'll see. Maybe you'll be surprised. Maybe something will happen. Maybe
Maybe.
Fireman Ed will get the boys riled up. Can't stand that dude. Actually, heard
Get
he's a
the
real
boys.
jerk in real life. He's like,
Is he
That's what
the
I've heard.
he's a super fan?
Mixed reviews about
Yeah, he was the
Fireman
guy
Ed
who
that
started the JETS Jets chant
Oh,
apparently or something.
okay.
Like him and his buddies forever ago, and he's at every game now, and
and
he's
they always
sick.
put him on TV. They
Okay.
always zoom on him.
Goes
Yeah.
right to his head. He thinks he's he used to be a real family guy, Now I
Oh
don't
my
know.
goodness.
Dude, classic New York media just hypes him up,
I
whatever.
know. Yeah.
Aaron, are you gonna break Wilby's heart? You're gonna pick the Texans?
I gotta, dude. I'm sorry. The Jets look very hard to watch, for lack of a better lack of a better term. Um, I mean, if that defense can keep you guys in the game, like you said, if they don't have any rest, there's nothing that's going to stop this Houston offense from rolling. And I mean, Tank Dell being out is kind of a hit, but Pierce just got back to form. So him and Singletary are a 1-2 punch in the run game, and then I mean, Nico Collins is having a hell of a year.
Yeah,
So
he's
I
nice.
could definitely see Houston getting on a little bit of a roll here. So sorry, dude, but
I
going
get
Houston.
it. I get it. I get
Dude.
it.
I low key need Houston to drop some games, and
Same.
oof, it's kind of a double edged sword.
High
I
key.
I low key need Pittsburgh to drop games too, but we're not going to talk about that. That's fair. That's valid. That's
What?
fine. That's fine. That just
Yeah,
slipped. I
hey,
get it.
Sean, focus, man.
Yeah,
Focus.
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 Focus. We
Gosh,
we
dude.
we want to play each other in the playoffs, dude. Come
Honestly, they'd be
on.
kind of lit. I think I would come down to Richmond for that.
Yeah, and
It's
then watch
okay,
your team
dude.
drop like 40 points on mine. Yeah.
Maybe I hope. We'll see. That'd be cool.
Or we could win our first playoff game in 6 years. That'd be sick.
No, it's not cool at all. Yeah, dude. Let me tell you something. JETS
Stop
stink,
it.
stink.
Oh, okay. You had me in the first half.
Dude, I stole that from Wilby. Isn't that in the snap like a couple weeks ago? And I died laughing. I was like, it was hilarious.
Oh
yeah,
yeah, it's funny. We came back and won that game, so maybe
Yeah,
it's
you
just
did.
the more crap I talk about the team, maybe they'll actually win some of them.
Reverse psychology,
Oh, I've
dude.
done that. I've like called dudes a bum on air or like texted someone like this guy stinks. We need to bench him, and then like he'll go off. I'm like, just needs a little negative reinforcement, Some of the guys, or like my fantasy players, I'm like, this dude's a freaking bomb. And then finally, D Hop gets a lone touchdown. I'm like, yes, he's not totally worthless.
Alvin Ridley.
Oh,
Big game
man.
tonight. Big game tonight.
Big game
Fingers
tonight.
crossed. I need it.
game tonight.
I'm on Houston. They've been on a roll. I like them. I was almost a little too late to start tailing them this year, but I've been tailing them a lot. It's been paying off. So I'm gonna take them to win. I'm gonna take them to score by 6.5. Unless just turnovers are crazy. I don't see how Jets win this game. But moving it on here to a more competitive game, surprisingly, Detroit traveling to the windy city of Chicago. Detroit favored by 3.5. Huge bounce back against the New Orleans Saints. I'm going to take Detroit. I just think it's them. They look good. Hopefully they can close out games. They almost left enough for the Saints to come back. This Shy team, they're feisty, but it's the Lions' day, and I'm going to take the 3.5 as well. Aaron, where are you on this?
I'm on Detroit too, but I definitely think Chicago's going to cover. They played really tight last game, only won by 5, and that was in Detroit. So it's going to be a cold December day in Chicago. It might be a little windy. So all I know is Goff corrected his turnover problems last game. We'll just hope that continues to this coming week.
Dude, so. Heck yeah,
Detroit.
Wilbie?
I mean, I think you guys have summed it up like pretty perfectly. The Bears, yeah, they've been sneaky staying in a lot of these games. Last week, whatever, they thought they blew it. The Fields kept fumbling every.
It was like, you win. No, you win. You take the ball. You take the ball.
And then he got it together. And then, yeah, the defense is really good. So, I mean, I feel like Detroit could get out fast, but, Chicago will stay in this game. And what is it? Is it 3.5?
Yeah, 3.5, according to DraftKings.
I think that I agree with Aaron. I think that they'll cover that. So either way, I think Detroit is. Honestly, I thought that I turned that Saints game off yesterday. So to see them almost let them back in, and I know. Saints aren't great. So I mean, I feel like Detroit's kind of playing down to some of these not as good teams to them. But like you said, Chicago's just been feisty. The defense is good. It's going to be good next year. Justin Fields is back healthy. So as long as they're not fumbling 3 times a game, I think the Bears stay in this one.
Dude, they're drafting Caleb Williams. They're going to put both of them on the field at once. One of them at running back, one of them at wide receiver, whatever. They'll make it work, but y'all are wrong. Detroit's going to win. Moving on here to...
Wait. Holden.
Oh, dude. Oh, Holden picks. That's right. Holden can't be on the pod.
Holden had Pittsburgh, Houston, and Detroit. Anyways, the grass is green. Yeah, you were saying next game?
Yeah, dude, next game. The Rams of Los Angeles will be traveling to the Ravens of Baltimore Murderland. Baltimore favored a -7 here. Fresh off a bye. Aaron, help me make sense of this. I really want to pick the Ravens here. But the Rams kind of blew it up.
I think you're going to want to still pick the Ravens, but I think this is going to be a tighter game than we realize. I think the run game has resurged in LA, and they're bringing that. It travels. It travels for sure. So Kyron Williams is going to be all over the field, even though the Baltimore defense is still pretty strong. They didn't play the Chargers all that well, and the Chargers don't really have that good of a run game. Albeit Eckler's good, but. Yeah, Kyron has been putting on a clinic. So I think Baltimore's going to win, but I do expect the Rams to cover.
Okay. All right. So it'll be close. Wilby, do you concur with Aaron's analysis?
No, I'm going to take the Rams in this one, guys.
No way.
I don't know. I got the weird feeling. I actually got to catch a lot of that Rams game, and to beat a team like the Browns like that, to beat up on a Browns defense like that, I think the Rams go in to be more, and they drink a bunch of Natty Bows. Oh. They take over M&T Bank Stadium, boys, and Puka and Cooper. I think Matt Stafford is kind of been hearing that everyone's like he's old, and his beard looks weird and stuff like that.
Dude, every game he tells himself that in the mirror. Your beard looks weird. And he goes out there and thirsts some
Think about what they said about your facial hair.
Don't they know it's No Shave November?
So Rams go in there and beat them. I'm going to go 34-28 Rams.
Whoa, high scoring game.
Yeah.
Not so fast, bud. It's going to be the Ravens, man. I mean, I'm not going to lie. -7 is kind of a lot, especially how Aaron said after that Chargers game where they should have kind of like thumped them. The Rams got some fight in them. McVay is still a good coach. But the Ravens at home, off a bye, lean on that defense, they'll win by 7. So -7's on my card for the Ravens. Moving it on here to Hey, who wants to win the NFC South? Not the Carolina Panthers. They're the first team that was mathematically eliminated.
Woo!
Woo! Congratulations. The Bears have your first round draft pick too.
Queen City, baby.
Queen
Queen
City.
City.
That's right, dude. Yo, Buzz City. Yeah, different sport. New Orleans favored -5 here. Kind of a lot with Derek Carr and concussion protocol. Michael Thomas sending cryptic tweets. And yeah, just some bad juju on the bayou, I tell you what. Wilbie, you spent some time in the great state of Louisiana. Tell me who's going to win this game.
Oh, this is an ugly one, Sean. This
Right.
is I grapple with it too because the Saints. I mean, we saw it yesterday. Like they can fight back, but who's going to start? I mean, what is it? Jameis out there, and then you throw
Jameis
Taysom
right
Hill. Taysom Hill throws in for his little spiel.
Mm-hmm.
But it's -5 for the Saints. Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, at home,
Yeah.
-5. DraftKings.
Yeah. I think that's fine. I mean, you saw Bryce Young starting to actually make some throws, but I think the Saints do just fine down there and cover that. I can't even give a final score because they didn't even score a touchdown on the Falcons, and that's the week I had to start Derek Carr in fantasy. Man, that was a brutal week, dude. Oh my god. So yeah, I'm gonna go Saints here. Just barely. I don't know.
Dude, I get it. These are always tough. Aaron, what do you think?
Will, I was with you in that boat. I had to start Derek Carr this week because I thought he was going to have a better matchup than Jordan Love. Boy, was I wrong.
Guy
Anyways,
knows ball. Dude knows ball.
It's apparently sometimes. But we've been saying this all season long, and now they're mathematically eliminated. Give me the Saints. They still have something to play for.
Right.
I think Jameis, albeit turnover machine, has the
Allegedly.
weapons here. Yeah, well, the last time we saw him start a game, he was a turnover machine. But
Whatever.
I think whoever the head coach is, I forget the head coach of the New Orleans Saints, but I think they have an offensive
Sean
plan.
Payton.
Not anymore.
Wait, he's not there anymore?
Dude, I know, it's crazy. It's almost like he got traded or something. Anyways, they have Kamara. I just think the Saints are the overall better team, and they have something to play for. So I'm going to lean New Orleans Saints.
The New Orleans Saints. Let me tell you something here, fellas. It's the holiday season. There's a lot of good heavy food, a lot of heavy meals, but somehow I'm still hungry for crab legs and W.
That's a W.
Famous Jameis is going to go out there, and we're talking prime 2013 Heisman Jameis. He's going to do it for the city of New Orleans. He's going to do it for the Florida State Seminoles who got robbed. He's going to do it for it all here. All right. He's going to lay it. I'm taking New Orleans -5. They'll find a way. This is Panthers team. It just sucks. They can't find a way to stay in the game to save their life. So even though the Saints aren't great, I'm going to ride with them, and I'm going to take the points. But just have a good game, Jameis. I still low-key believe in you. You're old and you're injured, but sure.
Also, Holden is on Baltimore, and I think he's on New Orleans. Let me see.
I believe so. He is.
Okay.
Keeping it rolling. A little tough to evaluate this game because one of these teams plays tonight. Jacksonville traveling to the land. Gonna go to Old Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and then maybe play a football game.
Maybe.
Jacksonville's favored -3 here. Wilby, is there any reason to not trust the Jags?
Jags against the Browns, right?
Yep,
Mhm.
Jags against the Browns.
In Cleveland.
I don't know. That's good because, I mean, the Jags have to play tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
If they win out, they will be the #1 seed in the AFC.
Oh.
That's crazy. That's a crazy stat to think about.
The AFC is really weird this year.
I don't know. It's a good question because, Jacksonville going up to Cleveland in the cold weather. Yep. Trevor Lawrence doesn't have enough hair back there to keep himself warm when he's up in the northern states. So
you got the Viking long hair, dude. He'll be fine.
So I don't know. I think I'm gonna go Cleveland on this one. I'm going with the Cleveland
Okay.
Browns, dude.
Okay.
In Joe Flacco, I trust, dude. He's elite. He is
Dude.
not a Hall of Fame quarterback, but we can at least try to joke around and say he is for now if he leads them all the way. Okay.
Dude,
So
think
that's what
about
we're
it.
going with, dude. Miles Garrett just texted me. He said, "Don't sleep on us." So I mean, I don't mess around with Miles. I mean, if Miles says something to me, I listen. You hear me?
Especially if he has a helmet in his hands.
Yeah. Or has it stuck in that guy's grill.
Allegedly. Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
Oh, Aaron, where are you going with this? I know you're not picking those hated, vilified
it's-
Browns.
It's Duval, dude. We need
Duval.
the rest of the AFC South to just crush the dreams of Cincinnati and Cleveland. Just obliterate Ohio for the next 4 or 5
Yes,
weeks.
dude. Fill it in with water. They're right on the Great Lakes.
Flood it.
Yeah.
Give me the Jacksonville Jaguars. That Jaguars team is too good to not score more than 20 points a game, dude. And honestly, I don't know if it's just Trevor having a little bit of a regression with Doug Peterson, but they will find a way to get it on track. One, tonight, because they're roasting Cincinnati tonight.
Yep,
Two, they're going to do it in Cleveland. And Will, this kind of ties into what you said with like the defense playing every single snap. It's like Joe Flacco's good,
true.
and he did throw for I think 2 or 3 touchdowns. This
I think at
past
least
game.
2. Yeah, he wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Fell off in the second.
Serviceable.
Yeah.
But
what are you gonna do?
this Cleveland offense can't get things together, and I like this Jags defense a little better. So I'm going Jags here.
Yeah,
Get
dude. Dating a Duval lady. So I gotta back them Jags.
Partially biased.
Partially biased to the shitty kitties. Yeah, dude. And also they got a guy on defense by the name of Josh Allen. And I'm a big fan of the other one. So
They're brothers, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go on. We got to do ancestry.com on those two. Who knows what'll come up. Yeah, dude. I think Cleveland just has too many injuries. It's Jacksonville's game to lose. Cleveland still has a good defense, but as long as the Jags don't turn the ball over too much, I think this is theirs. And I think they cover -3 easily. So I'm on the Jags there. I don't know how this got printed out twice. Sorry, I'm actually official this week. Tampa Bay traveling up to hot Atlanta. Aaron, Atlanta's favored in this game by -2.5, bud.
Yeah,
That seems kind of weird. Kind of weird.
Pretty bad game.
You think?
The thing about Tampa Bay that bugs me is that they seem like they should have a better offense.
Yeah.
And I think they have a top 10 yards allowed defense, but they almost lost to Carolina last week.
They did.
They only won
At
by
home,
3
mind
points. Okay, but still, I mean, and they're 2-4 away, and I just hate this Atlanta team. I do not like Arthur
they
Smith.
suck. Yeah.
They should be a lot better on offense, but they just don't know how to get things together. But there's one person.
Tight end, dude.
I mean, imagine. There's one thing that remains consistent out of these two teams, and you know what that is? Mike Evans hitting his 10th season with 1,000 yards last week. I'm taking the Bucks. Baker Mayfield loves to hyper focus on one target, whether it be Rashad White or Mike Evans.
Yeah.
Let's see it, Tampa. Let's see it.
Come on, Campers. Yeah. Wilby, you following Aaron?
I mean, yeah, he summed it up perfectly because you could just see it last week. I mean, it was, even though, they kept it a little too close for comfort and they almost lost to Carolina. But I mean, when they needed it, Mike Evans stepped up. You had Chris Godwin running end around plays, and you got Rashad White you could just dump it off to whenever you need to. So, I mean, I think that the offense there in Tampa is too good to lose to Atlanta, even though Atlanta's kind of been on quite a roll. I mean, they're the division leader right now at 6-6, aren't they?
Yep.
Yeah, but they only scored 13 points against you guys, dude.
Dude, the defense is elite. The weather was bad.
I know.
So
trust
bad.
me, I'm on it. I'm on it. I've never been a fan of the Atlanta Falcons. So unless Bijan pops off, unless that guy Kyle Pitts,
The mystery tight end.
who they
Who?
should probably target a lot more. Drake London, no. Tampa's
Who?
going in there and they're going to win.
Yeah.
So, I'm on with Aaron.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it a
Let's go.
trifecta pick here as well, and just real quick while we're at it. Let's see who is holding on here. I think he forgot this game, and I'm okay with that. He did.
He said Bucks.
He did say Bucks. Never mind. I'm gonna make it a quad pick. I'm on the Bucks here. Always have a soft spot for Baker. If you missed Mike Evans' crazy touchdown run Sunday, it was absurd. How a man that old is still able to just have the energy to just outstretched Superman to get that happen. That was inspiring. I was inspired. I was like, wow, this guy really is a Hall of Famer. Been saying it all season, been saying it for years. Yeah, I'm going to go with Tampa here. Although I have a feeling Atlanta's going to find a way to win this game. I don't know how. But the good news is Tampa is a dog here, so they're plus 2.5. I'm going to take it. It's the NFC South. All these games are close somehow. All these games are close.
Yeah.
I love the slate this week. I'm going to manifest it. I had a great weekend this weekend.
Yep.
I'm going undefeated.
Ooh.
Maybe I just jinxed myself, but it's going to happen. I'm going to get one.
Should lock it in a money line parlay.
Maybe I'll throw $1 on it, because that's where you get the insane ones. I remember for college, a couple weeks ago, I did one that was maybe a 20-leg spread parlay.
Oh my God.
And it was $1 to win 100,000. So, big money. If I win, boys, drinks on me.
Let's go.
Oh, all right. Next game here. Indianapolis traveling to Southern Ohio, Northern Kentucky. Cincinnati playing the Cincinnati Bengals. Indianapolis for minus 2.5. They had a nice little home win. This Bengals team is reeling. We'll see how they do against this Jags team tonight. But Wilby, do you like the Colts or the Bengals in this spot here?
It's not hard to pick the Colts. I didn't think I would pick the Colts, even if it was a couple weeks ago, even if Joe Burrow was out for the year. The Bengals just look really bad, and I'm sure they'll look really bad tonight too. Mm-hmm. And 7-5 Indy? Are you serious, baby?
Dude, Gardner I know. I was so wrong about that.
Gardner Mania? So I don't know, man. Golly. So I have to go with Indy, man. Indy is just, I don't even know what to say about them. So
Dude,
you got Michael Pittman. Get the ball to my guys. I don't think Mo Alley Cox still plays there, but if he does,
he does.
Okay, we'll throw it up to our VC Ram Mo. Okay.
Yes.
So get. So
Mo says yes.
Either way, that's a surprise team, and I think they'll keep it rolling, dude. And I love the atmosphere. Minshew Mania, just a likable guy,
Oh, he is. That's a guy I'd like to get a beer with for sure.
Yeah.
Aaron, do you agree with Wilby?
Yes. Shane Steichen has these guys on a run right now, and I don't know how you don't consider the head coach for coach of the year possibly if he brings them to the playoffs and they win a playoff game or something like that. Mm-hmm. I know Dan Campbell's the front runner because he's got the Lions buzzing after a long ass time. But yeah, give me Indianapolis here. I like them. Just they're winning games. It doesn't matter how they do it. It's kind of ugly. The defense still gives up a lot of points, but they're a good team. They're a good team, decent team. Also, I need the state of Ohio to implode. So, go. What is it? A Colts Forge.
What?
That's their thing. Colts Forge.
I've never heard that. That is the worst thing I've ever heard.
We'll have to check with our.
I don't like that. I didn't like it.
Colts Forge. What?
That kind of ruined my night, Aaron. That
I'll just log off.
That just killed it. That just killed all the energy. Just sucked it all out. Sucked it dry.
I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight. All I'm gonna be saying in my head is Colts Forge.
Yeah, I'm gonna wake up in the morning and be like, Colts Forge. It's like, why? I just that's a weird one. Speaking of, dude, I need Indianapolis to lose some games. Man, they're in a wild card. I guess technically fighting for the AFC South. Crazy division down there. but I need them to drop some games, help my Bills out. But Cincinnati just doesn't have it. Kind of reminded me a little bit like the Jets, just like without their star quarterback, who are they as a team? And it just seems like they're not figuring it out, catching the injury bug in other places at wide receiver. So I'm going to roll with Indy. They're the hotter team. And just as a gambling man, I got to take -2.5 Colts on the road. I think they'll find a way to get her done. Moving it on here to an insane division game. Seattle traveling down to San Francisco. San Fran famous on minus favored by a whopping -10.5. Now, I could be wrong, but 2 weeks ago when these teams played roughly, I believe the spread was like -7, and obviously they went well over that. Wilby, do you see San Fran winning? And if you do you think they're going to win by more than 10.5?
I don't know, man. I know that division, isn't it like, I know they just beat him on Thanksgiving night and, handled them, but Pete Carroll usually has Shanahan's number throughout some of the seasons, It's what Shanahan beats McVay, and then McVay beats Carroll, and then Carroll beats. So it's just a thing.
And
so,
Arizona
but 10.5,
just
man,
loses to everyone.
That's a really disrespectful line, dude. 10.5
for a division game.
It is.
Holy crap, man. So obviously I think the 49ers win, but Seattle brought that fight. I know it was Dallas, and 49ers beat the crap out of Dallas too, but I could see 10, but not more than 10, not a 10.5, So, I could see this being like a 7-point game at the end, as long as Geno gets it together. But, I don't know. I think that's a disrespectful line, and
Agreed.
I do believe the Niners will win, but 10.5, dude, that's like a Jets line, dude. Don't be doing that to teams that are like at least 500,
That's true.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's hilarious. All right, Aaron, what do you think?
I think it's San Fran. I think San Fran has beaten them the last 4 times now. I think
Oh, wow.
they played them twice in the regular season last season, and then they beat them in the playoffs, and then they just beat them on Thanksgiving. I gotta imagine they're gonna keep rolling like that, but I think they are gonna cover a little bit. I think that Dallas game kind of showed that Geno can get back to form as long as Debo, shows up, because the last couple games Debo, or not Debo,
Ayuk?
DK,
DK, yeah.
DK Metcalf.
DK hadn't shown up. What is?
No way, it can't be. Oh my
A new
gosh.
challenger
way.
has arrived.
Who is that?
Hold on.
Hold on.
No
What do you
way.
guys
There's
want?
no-
What do you guys want?
Turn on
Dude,
your camera. That's
We
what I
want to
want.
know, are you going to pick
There's no way
San Fran
Holden's
or
here.
Seattle?
What do you got? I'm going San Fran, dude. I'm going San
Dude.
Fran.
He is.
You think they're going to lay the points, Holden? 10.5?
10.5, dude? Yeah, probably.
That's what I'm talking about. Dude, you took the words right out of my mouth, dude. It's all San Fran here. It's a crazy line. It's a disrespectful line, but I'm taking it. This team's that good. They already had their number on the road. They're going to get done at home. As long as Brock keeps going, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. How does this team not cover?
That's true.
So, all right, cool. We're all on San Fran. Dude, Holden. Dude, thanks for making it, man. I appreciate it. You making time here.
Just sped home. I was just working a little late. Sped home really fast and just had to jump on here with you boys. Wilby, what's
I'm
up,
with you.
dude? Long
What's
time
going
no
on,
see.
my man? Yeah, it's good to see you.
You too, brother. Oh
Just,
man, you got the full...
enduring another terrible Jets season. I got the Pennington on, the Chad Pennington jersey on. Fucking. So
I know.
Hopefully
dude.
I don't have my back here showing there. Sorry about that.
Dude, it's looking
We'll blur it
good.
out.
You've been conditioning?
Oh yeah,
Is it
dude. The
conditioner?
hair, dude. I've been playing. I just let it grow ever since July, man.
Nice.
You're a
The
bold
beard's
man.
been about a year. I keep playing around with it too, so it's
Dude.
fun to have it. But it
Dad
gets
can grow
itchy, man.
facial hair. I'll be a real man. Just can't do it. Can't do it.
Yeah,
Almost a
Morgan's been being like, "Come on, Sean, can you grow some?" So,
Dude, she actually hates it. Because her dad has a mustache, and she's like, A, I don't like facial hair in general. B, absolutely no mustaches. So I only do it when she's going out of town and for bachelor parties or whatever.
yeah.
And even then, it's still absolutely horrible. But anyway, back to football. Enough about me. Holden, we're on Minnesota at Las Vegas. Minnesota favored by -3. Las Vegas have a bye. I mean, who's going to win?
Oh no. I think if I'm not mistaken, Minnesota off a bye as well.
Yep.
And I
Good
believe
call.
they get Justin Jefferson back.
No.
So
way.
that's
I don't know.
I think I would say
I
he
told
has
myself
a
I wasn't going to bet this game.
99.9% chance to play. I
Mhm.
would take the Vikings in this spot. I think the Vikings are. I think Josh Dobbs having another weapon like a Justin Jefferson. He doesn't know what it's like to play with a receiver like that. So I think it's going to be a huge boost for this team. They're in the thick of it. They're right there 6-6 with the Packers now. They
Yeah.
need to win this game. I'm done rooting against NFC teams. We're our shot's shot to hell, so I'm done with it. Give me the team that I think is going to win. I think the Vikings are going to win this matchup.
Well said. Aaron, anything to add?
Mine will kind of depend on Justin Jefferson coming back because they've been
No
saying
doubt, no
he's
doubt.
like able to come back, but he's, not ready to come back. So like if he's not going to come back, give me Las Vegas, dude. Las Vegas has the front seven to cause some problems. Crosby's a freak, and Robert Spillane's a freak as well,
Yeah,
former
yeah.
Steelers. Give me Minnesota if Justin Jefferson is there. Give me Las Vegas if he's not.
Dang, dude, well said. Wilby, thoughts?
I think I can agree entirely with Aaron there too. I mean, the Antonio Pierce has got that defense, fired up. So, and I know they just barely lost. I mean, well, not barely. Kansas City came and beat them pretty good, and then they're both on buys this past week, right? So,
Yes, sir.
I don't know. Interim coach maybe has some time to get their heads right, but also good points there where this is must win for Minnesota as well to stay in the conversation. And Josh Dobbs did not look great, last time he was out there. So I think with a weapon like Justin Jefferson of being back there could be the difference maker. But I agree if Jefferson's not there, I don't know. I think that the Vegas can put this one together and ride it out. And, Devontae Adams is getting more targets now. What is it, Aiden O'Connell over there?
Yeah.
And
Nice,
so,
nice.
so I don't know. It's a weird one. It could go either way, but I think, Jefferson obviously is a difference maker in any game. So if he's there, but no, honestly, dude, I'm just going to go with it. I'm going with Vegas, dude. I'm going with the Raiders. I'm going with the Raiders.
Raiders.
The Raiders.
Dude, yes.
That was good.
That was really good, actually. That was so, creepily good.
We were practicing.
I do that
Here.
voice
Don't
a
tell
lot.
anyone.
It's actually don't tell anyone about my creepy voice. I can do it. What?
Which
Oh,
one?
Watch a lot of Boomer.
Hey, what's up, guys? Oh, sorry about that one.
Dude, heck yeah. Dude, I'm torn. I think Holden's got me juiced, dude. I'm on the Minnesota Vikings. I'm on the
Dude, I'm telling you, JJ will play.
If
For a
JJ
matchup
plays,
like this,
I'm on the
JJ
Vikings.
will play.
If he
I
isn't, I'm
promise you
on.
he'll
I'm
play.
on.
So
Las
the
Vegas.
Vikings injury report shows no injured players.
All right.
So
It's not
Screw
about.
it.
It's what me and JJ have talked about behind
As
closed
a
doors.
fantasy owner?
okay?
that's
Correct.
fantasy
You
owner.
DM'd him?
Yes, I did. And I asked him. I was like, "You back?" Because I got a little playoff push coming right now. And he was like, "I'm back." I was like, "All right, sweet." So he's playing
You
for
need
me.
it. You need it, dude.
Yeah,
You've been
yeah.
pushing the straight turds.
As of November 28th, the Vikings put him on.
What I just said. We don't need to hear
IR.
about any of these reports. He's off
All right.
IR. He's already has the 21 window to return.
Yeah,
he said
he
he would have played.
He was reinstated. So
And Holden
How
was
about
enjoying
Minnesota?
some Little Caesars pizza with him the other day on the couch. So
yeah,
Dude.
apparently
Exactly, dude.
pizza
Flew down
on
What y'all
the
know about
night
my
with
life?
Justin Jefferson. Dude, nothing apparently.
Not enough. Dude, the life according to Holden, we need it. I'm on the Vikings. I'm going to take the -3. Told myself I wasn't, but with Justin Jefferson, yeah, I'm there. Moving on here to a weird game here, oddly competitive. Denver at the LA Chargers. Holden, does Denver bounce back here? Does LA get on a win streak and stay relevant? Chargers favored -3.
I'm taking Broncos here. I think Broncos, after not seeing hardly, and I know it's still, you could argue Bill Belichick's defense, whatever. I just don't see any fight in this Chargers offense. I think the Broncos still are in the mix, and the Broncos have played some really decent teams and actually fared pretty well.
Yeah.
that was they almost had that game. I mean,
Yeah.
Russ throws a better ball. That they're in that one, and they're 7-5, and right there, the thick of that AFC playoff race. So I think they know what's ahead of them. They've resurrected their season. I like them more in this spot. I love that +3 line. I take Denver +3 all day.
That's the one game I don't have a line on. Maybe I should just bet every game at this point, honestly.
I mean,
Wilby, what do you think?
Oh, I couldn't have said it better myself. I think that Chargers D is going to be overconfident too, going in and doing that to New England and not giving up any points. And I think that Denver is going to bounce back. Russ needed to come back to earth for a little while, and I think that they'll go in there and beat the Chargers. The Chargers are just disappointingly bad this year. Eckler has been really bad. Justin Herbert has been really bad. I know he's got the hand stuff, but that team is too good to be doing what they're doing this year. And I think that they're just the classic Chargers. They're just disappointing. And so I think Sean Payton and Denver and Russ and Judy and what is it, Javion Williams over there, and I think they do just fine over there, and they take care of it. Cortland Sutton, it was, he's a nice little flex here and there for the fantasy team. But
he really is.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, if you have to use him, I've had to. So, but yeah.
Aaron, where are you on this?
We riding, baby. This is Denver's game to lose here.
Say it.
Mr. Unlimited. What? Broncos country. Let's ride.
Let's ride.
The biggest thing for me about the Chargers is, like, they have the team. Like you said, they have all of the parts that they need to compete, but it's the coaching. It's the coaching. I mean, yes, absolutely. You get rid of their offensive coordinator. I forget what his name was.
Kellen Moore, dude.
Kellen Moore, yeah. You get rid of him. The offense looks pedestrian.
He's Boise State legend. Come on, you can't get rid of him.
Rumored to be Carolina's next head coach.
I wouldn't doubt it, dude. He was pretty good. But I don't know, dude. I think Brandon Staley's just not that good of a coach. I think he's one loss away from being a midseason fire. If he had lost against the Patriots, I think he would have been fired, straight up.
Especially for how low that game was. Yeah,
exactly. So give me Denver. If somehow Herbert finds his wide receivers this game, so be it. But I like Denver here.
Dude, I really don't want to pick Denver. Them losing really helps my Bills out. I think the Chargers are pretty much done, or they need a little more than we do to make a push for the playoffs. So with my record's on the line, I'll go Denver reluctantly, and hopefully the Chargers prove me wrong here. But here we go, fellas. 4 games left here. It's my game of the week. It's my game of the flipping week, fellas. Whew! Buffalo going to Kansas City. And you know what? We're going to win. We're coming back healthy. We didn't quite win the bye week. A little issue with Von Miller, but to my knowledge, I think he's going to play, hopefully. Good thing that warrants for Texas and nowhere else. Am I right, fellas? I think that's how the legal system works. I don't know. Buffalo's a dog here at +2.5. I love that. I believe it's 3 years in a row we've gone to Kansas City and won. So I don't know. Maybe Mahomes off a loss isn't the best. Maybe they'll be fired up. But also, I think this team is beatable. I think they show their weaknesses. I'm all Bills here. All Bills, baby. Bills by a freaking billion. Let's get back on track, boys. Wilby, break my heart real quick.
No, I agree with you, man. The Kansas City, those receivers are honestly, it's really hard to watch that offense. I know when Pacheco's on, man, he's a hard runner, but then he'll go and swing on a guy and get kicked out of the game. So, like,
so dumb.
So I don't know. I mean, you could tell Mahomes just, he throws it up, and these are catches. They're doubling. I'm sure you guys will take care of business with Kelsey out there. You have Rice out there, who's kind of become Mahomes' favorite little new target. But yeah, I think the Bills. You guys are kind of playing with some of that fire right now because you could see it with Josh, you guys got some rest. You guys need the rest, and so I feel like coming off a bye, going in there, I feel like y'all will have no problem. I mean,
Hope so.
I know the defense has been banged up all year, but I think y'all will be just fine against Kansas City. And I find even if it gets to a point, Mahomes will throw it to MVS or one of those other guys on something, and they're just not going to make the catch, and not when he needs it. So I'm
That's
going
right.
Bills too.
Yes, let's go. Aaron, come on. Whisper sweet nothings in my ear.
I am going Buffalo here, but I do think it's going to be close. I do think it's going to look a lot like the Eagles game. Might come down to a couple of plays, but it's going to be high scoring. I think both teams. I mean, their offense hasn't been great, but that doesn't mean they don't score. If Pacheco runs like he's angry at the ground, and he's a pretty tough guy to stop, especially with injuries on defense. But I feel like with rest, that with Allen and Diggs, and maybe Gabe Davis actually catches the game-winning pass. Maybe that'll work. Sorry, but yeah, I think they keep it close here. I probably would take the minus 2 point, or what was the spread?
Plus 2.5. Well, yeah, plus 2.5 Bills, minus 2.5 Chiefs.
You guys are dogs?
Yeah, we're dogs.
Wow.
I mean, we should be. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I think we have a 500 record.
Okay, sure.
Is this in Buffalo?
No, it's in KC.
Arrowhead.
In KC.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. They should be dogs. I mean, it's 6-6 versus 8-4. I mean, and you're playing at home.
I still like the Bills' offense way more than the Chiefs' offense, and I think Green Bay kind of showed the cracks in their defense, even though they are a top-tier defense. So I'm going to take Buffalo.
Heck yeah, Holden, lay it on me.
I'll break your heart, my man. I'm sorry.
Breaking my heart.
I do not care that Buffalo's coming off rest. Patrick Mahomes just lost on Sunday Night Football. I don't care what that. I mean, Patrick Mahomes, I think, is just in that status of one of those elite talents that I've watched. We all know it. I just think him off a loss is just way too tough to deal with. I think of course, it's going to be close. This is going to be one of those playoff caliber type games that we've seen these two teams play. I think Mahomes is going to get this one. So,
dude, you're going to be wrong. You're going to look so silly next week, dude.
For your sake, I hope for your sake, but it's tough for me to pick Buffalo after what I've seen Buffalo. I feel like Buffalo is just not finding ways to win these close matchups. And then I just think Kansas City is going to fix what we saw defensively.
I think
Green Bay was just walking up and down.
That Philly game was so close, though. That was so close. It was a throwaway. I mean, like we were just talking about. I think if Gabe Davis had caught that one pass, it'd be done.
It's a different narrative.
Conversation.
It's like, Bills have like righted the ship. They're on the other side of the hump.
7-5.
So, yeah, I mean, we could right the ship
NFL,
here. We
baby.
need to get a win.
It's the NFL, baby. It's one
week
catch.
to week.
It's one pass. It's one catch. I mean, you could argue
one field goal.
If MVS gets that call yesterday, I mean, Chiefs probably scored a
touchdown.
They probably get the 2-point conversion. It's all those things are just so hard. I just think this is just like it's going to be a great game to watch. But I just think Patrick Mahomes is going to get this one.
Well, I hope you're wrong. So, but that's fine. Speaking a little bit of these Philadelphia Birds, Philly's playing Dallas in Big D. Philly is a dog here, plus 3.5. Ooh, I love the slates this week. I love it. Holden, NFC expert. What's going to happen?
Eagles on a bounce back. I think Eagles sweep the Cowboys. It's probably not the popular pick. It's tough to sweep in the NFC. Tough to sweep in general. It's tough to sweep your division opponent. I think Jalen Hurts off a bounce back game. Again, some of these quarterbacks I love off bounce backs. And I don't know if I trust the Cowboys. I know the Cowboys are at home. I know they're the favorite. I don't know. I just always like seeing the Cowboys crumble. I feel like they're going to crumble. And I think A.J. Brown has another beautiful day on the gridiron, dude. I'm just ready for him to pop off. I don't think there's anyone that can cover him. And you use DeAndre Swift more. I know he got kind of banged up, but I feel like sometimes they rely a little too much. I think they were passing the ball way too much against San Francisco. I think they need to find a little more balance. DeAndre Swift needs to get going. Really respect the run, but maybe I just am biased in this, and I just don't want the Cowboys to get like the 1 seed or the division. So I'm just going Eagles, but I also think they're gonna learn a lot from this San Francisco game.
Also, a huge signing with that linebacker from the Colts.
Leonard, that's
signed,
true.
Yeah.
That's huge. And those
Yeah,
were the
Jack
two
Leonard.
teams those were like the potential two teams he was in talks with. So
Yeah.
obviously you can see who he's leaning toward as far as who he's going to have more chance of a run with. So I think
For
that says
sure.
a lot.
Yep. No idea how much he'll actually play, but it's still an improvement.
I think
to a
he'll
defense that needs
play
it.
quite a bit. I think he'll play quite a bit.
Ooh, Okay. All right. Good to know.
I don't think you sign him there for nothing. I think you sign him there to play right now, to go on a run right now.
Yeah. It's interesting. I can't remember the last time in recent history where like a player has been granted like leave. You know what I mean? Like, hey, it's not a fit. Go ahead and go. Or was it Zach Ertz with the Cardinals was another one? Like, hey, it's kind of like getting rid of. I don't know. It's like a trade line without a trade deadline. It's like, hey, we can't trade you. We don't really have a chance. So just go ahead and good luck. Aaron, what do you think of this game?
I'm kind of torn, honestly. I really like how the Cowboys are playing on offense. Dak is definitely making a case for MVP. Because before Brock Purdy beat the absolute snot out of the Eagles, Dak was the front runner for a couple days. But
too long.
The Cowboys defense was exposed by the Seahawks. And I think Philly is going to show that they are pissed off getting manhandled by their big brothers in San Francisco. So I think Philly's gonna have a bounce back week and beat Dallas.
Wilbie, what are you thinking? You riding?
Yeah, I don't think I can say pretty much a whole lot more than what they both just said. I mean, it's a rivalry game. It's a division opponent. You go in there, you just got your ass kicked at home. And you can't, you go in, it's Dallas, it's the Cowboys. I think the Eagles will bring the Cowboys kind of back to earth and let them know that, they're not this team that a lot of people think they are. So I think, a lot of yards for AJ, Devontae Smith. I liked that they got Gainwell involved. I know they were already down by 3 touchdowns, but I know Swift is the guy, but I think Philly needs to get Gainwell a little bit more involved. I think they'll be just fine. So.
Yeah, they do need a strong number 2, or else that workload is just going to be way too much for Swift.
Right.
They have a number 2. It's Jalen Hurts, dude.
Come on,
that's true.
Think about it. Yeah, tell me.
And they didn't. He didn't even run that much. They didn't really design many runs for him. So that was interesting. Maybe they just weren't seeing something against San Fran's lineup, but he needs to run the ball.
He might be playing with an injury, isn't he? Like he might be a little banged up.
I think he was tested for a concussion, but it came back negative, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
But
he did hit the tent for a minute.
Yeah, hit the tent for a minute. Fellas, I'm making a quad pick. I'm on Philly here. I let Philly have a bounce back. Dallas is good, but I think just with injuries, it's going to be too much. And Philly signing Leonard is going to be a nice little boost. And I love Philly as a dog. Like, Las Vegas really knows something that I don't. Like, this should be an easy layup, and maybe even consider money line for the folks at home, or I don't know, alt spread it to what, -1.5, 2.5 for Philly. But 2 games left here. Correct me if I'm wrong. Are these both Monday nighters?
Yes.
That's
Doubleheader.
crazy. Because we started the season, we're back to it. I love a doubleheader. That's so nice. Tennessee traveling to South Beach to Miami. Miami favored. Disrespectful. -13.5. Wilbur, you like how I said Miami?
Yeah, in Miami.
Miami. It's like Giovanni Bernard.
Yeah.
I love it. Why not? Yes, dude. Mama. Wilby, what do you think of this game?
Oh man, Tennessee, dude. I don't know. That
Tennessee,
sideline,
Miami.
but Will Levis and DeAndre, dude, they were getting into it. They lost a heartbreaker.
really?
I mean, to
Yeah,
the Colts
they did.
too. I mean, but 13.5. Are you telling me that?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look,
Yeah,
this Miami team can lay some points, but that's a lot. And granted, potentially no Derrick Henry. Concussion protocol, allegedly.
Heard about that. So it's crazy. I don't know. I mean, that Miami team is really, really fun to watch. Wow. Honestly, I'm going to go for it. I don't think they'll cover, man. 13.5. I think they will. I'm going to go Miami here, and I think Miami beat them by 24, man. They'll do what they did to Washington. Same thing. Sorry, Holden.
Whoa.
Whoa, too soon.
Jeez, dude.
Rip his heart out. Golly. Dude, speaking of Holden, what do you think of this game?
Yeah, I mean, Miami's probably going to dog walk. Tyreek Hill's going to break the record this year. He only needed 5 catches to get 100 and 50 yards. So
Nuts.
yeah, he's going to do it again. Tennessee secondary is also very bad.
Dog
I
shit.
think he's just going to just walk. I mean, it should be a cakewalk, dude. I mean, obviously we all know the narratives, but yeah, this should be a cakewalk for Miami.
Yeah, no, agree. Aaron, thoughts?
Fins up, baby. They're dropping
Barf.
bombs. They're dropping bombs on teams, and like they kind of were like the Cowboys of the AFC, just beating all the bad teams.
Yeah.
But they have tried to run up on better teams here. So yeah, I'm gonna take Miami. Don't overthink it. The Titans are bad. Just and no Derrick Henry, dude. There's no way. There's no way.
I know. It's bleak. It's looking bleak if you're a Tennessee Titans fan. Yeah, I'm on Miami as well. Again, to be a broken record, I need AFC teams to lose, but this Tennessee team just does not have that in them. And as a gambling man, I will take Miami minus 13.5 because, again, like they just seem to do really well against not so great teams. So, like you said, Aaron, don't overthink it. Which brings us to our last Monday night special, and I love this game, dude. An old NFC matchup here. Back when Aaron Rodgers was still a Packer and Coughlin was still coaching those G-men. Green Bay traveling to the Big Apple. Green Bay off a big win, favored minus 6.5. Giants off a bye. Holden, what do you think of this?
I'm liking this Green Bay team more and more.
Yeah,
I really am. Like, I think we're seeing a potential. I mean, when you have a Jordan Love on Thanksgiving upset the Lions, and then you got him on Sunday night on the road against Patrick Mahomes. I mean, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, very clean game.
Oh yeah.
Maybe Matt LaFleur is a really good coach. He sat behind a GOAT for so long, and now he just knows how to be a pro. I like this Packers team. I don't know how you cannot like this Packers team.
Mm-hmm.
And the Giants may get a little boost in their offense with Darren Waller. Maybe I don't know if he's playing or not, but I don't think the Packers. I mean, I don't think the Giants are going to be a hang with the Packers, dude. Points wise, I just don't see it. I know they put up some points against some crappy teams like the Commanders, but I don't see it happening with the Packers.
Dude, love it. It is interesting to note potentially Christian Watson out with a hamstring, re-injured that hamstring. No Aaron Jones, but that seemed to be no problem.
No AJ Dillon, Quadzilla's he's good.
Dude, you know Quadzilla is the oldest guy on that offense. Isn't that wild?
That is wild.
That is kind of crazy.
Dude's
but
like
they have
24, I think.
They have a very young team. They have a very young team.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I think youngest or second youngest team in the NFL. But Aaron, we can go to you unless you want to look it up or whatever. But what do you think?
No, I think it's Green Bay pretty safely here. Green Bay actually has a pretty interesting schedule going forward, and I think they could definitely make a conversation. Especially if the Vikings drop some, and any of the other fringe NFC teams drop some. But they got the Giants this week, Tampa next week, Panthers the week after, at Vikings, then versus the Bears at home.
Gosh, dude.
That's a pretty easy schedule in my opinion. So right now I'm going to take the Packers. I do think the Giants may cover though. The passing Paisano has been doing pretty well, and he's coming off of a bye, and they're bringing the whole family to the game. But I think it's not going to be enough to stop the love shove.
Yeah, the love shove. Heck
yes,
yeah. Dude, gonna play mom spaghetti. Wilbie, what do you think?
Yeah. This is. They have some great points there. I know that Giants might have a little bit of confidence going on after some of those wins that they've strung together with DeVito over there. But I think it's over for the Giants for this stretch. I think that there's just no chance.
So, dude, come on. No.
The Giants, they need them to keep losing to be the worst team in that stadium in MetLife.
You guys are making it hard for them, I'll tell you that.
Dude, it's a great title. Everyone wants that title. Everyone's fighting for it. They're like, no, I want to be the worst. No, I do. Yeah. All right, fellas. Dude, I'm on Green Bay. I think Green Bay's just a hotter team. I think Jordan Love has just been on a nice ascension the last 3 weeks, and it really kind of hit a nice peak last night where just the way he was picking up blitzes and just throwing up the ball to a 50-50 or throwing it to open space and those guys make plays was really beautiful to watch. And so that was really great for them. But that being said, that's the end of picks. It's time for best bets. And this is partially biased. The show with biased takes from biased fans.
No
partially.
way y'all waited this long to do it.
Dude,
that's a record.
I think
you ended the show with an intro. You just ended the show with an intro.
Dude, it's our show. We can do what we want.
That's true. That's true.
There's no other show that does that, dude.
It's true.
Think about it, dude. Inception, bro. We just started.
This is true. Unreal.
I'm not gonna lie. I was like, wait, okay, wow, this is a nice like segue here, and then I was like, wait, no, this literally is the last part of the show. We could have gone through this, and it literally could have been the end. And just holding space where he realizes, like, wait, they haven't done that yet.
Dude, that's crazy.
That's actually hilarious.
Dude, clip
that's
that.
Wild.
Clip that. Yeah,
clip it, dude.
Wild. Okay. Holden, you got any best bets or too early in the week?
Shoot, dude.
Aaron?
Take Washington to lose. Take Washington to lose this week. Take them to lose. They'll probably lose. So whoever they're playing, just
they're on a bye. So if they lose the bye week,
yeah. So
they're going to lose the bye.
Yeah.
Take them to
lose. They'll lose. Yeah, that's what I got.
Oh my god, bro, that's wild. Aaron?
No, I don't have any props yet.
Yeah, I got a couple. So I'm going with my easy two. Hurts anytime touchdown and AJ Brown over on the receptions. They seem to have a pretty easy schedule as well, so I see those hitting week to week. And then I have a money line parlay that I'm putting together right now in FanDuel, so I can get you the actual, the odds there.
Smart move.
Yeah, I know, crazy. Should do this more.
Great.
All right, so we got a 4-pick parlay for plus 177. We got Baltimore. Shut up. Baltimore Ravens money line, Jacksonville Jaguars money line, San Francisco 49ers money line, and Miami Dolphins money line.
Ooh, I love that, bro.
And $5 will get you 18. So plus 177.
Wow.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Tail it. Wilbie, you got any bets or we staying off the mobile sports betting?
I'll throw a couple out there. I'll just throw my hat in here. I mean, it's just one that it should be a pretty obvious one. It's a McCaffrey anytime touchdown. Bet that's just one that you cannot miss out on. I know his streak.
Are we taking the juice though? Are we taking the juice at probably like minus 220? That's dangerous. We got to parlay it with 49. We got to parlay it with Niners money line to get some value out of that.
I'm into it.
True.
There's an idea.
Well said.
You could probably take Seattle to cover the points. I mean, weren't they the ones that were like 10.5?
Yeah, 10.
What's the over under in Seattle, San Fran?
47. High
scoring
game.
Yeah.
Pretty high. That is pretty high.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm confident in that Seattle defense, though.
But that's all. I mean, I'm not the betting man, but I'll try. That's
just take it. I love it.
Yeah,
no, we're taking it. We're taking it.
So,
we're taking it.
Take it, and then take the Jets to lose and parlay that all, and then Trevor Siemian over 200 yards passing. No, don't do that to yourself.
Trevor Siemian anytime.
Maybe.
Dude, that's probably like plus 6,500. We're taking that.
Dude, buy a house.
I'm gonna throw some money on Simeon this week. So no, I don't encourage any of the listeners to do that, but that's just what I'm
not
up
financial
to.
Advice. Yeah, dude, I'm with you.
Yeah, please,
Solid.
Responsible
Bet the house.
unless it's a lock. Yeah, unless you really, 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 really think it's gonna win. All right, my best bet, dude. Simple. Buffalo plus money. Dude, plus 2.5. Dude, I'll take that. I'll take that all day. I'll take them as a dog. We just got to bottle up Chris Jones and not beat ourselves. I think we will find a way to win this game that way. That being said, my 4-team parlay here. I wanted to add more, but because I do love
Keep
the
it simple.
slate. Yeah, keep it simple. We're not going to overdo it. Four locks, all in one. Houston Texans money line, San Fran money line, Eagles money line, Dolphins money line. That's going to get you plus 343. If I can talk. Plus 343. Yeah, not bad. There's a lot of fun ones there. There's a lot of good lines out there this week. So maybe Vegas takes all my money, but I had a good weekend. So, and Holden, you missed it. I'm going undefeated this week, baby. I'm going undefeated.
Really?
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
How are you gonna do that? How are you gonna do that with the Bills though?
Oh,
Losing. How's that happen?
yikes!
Don't say that. Dude. Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby. Put that on me.
You're
Shoot,
not
fellas.
disabled. Sorry.
You're
Anyway,
paralyzed.
Paralyzed.
you are not paralyzed.
I am so paralyzed. I love that. Don't you stick that knife in your leg. I'll do it.
Man.
Anyway, well, fellas, that's another wrap on a wonderful episode of Partially. Oh my gosh, hold that a knife on Partially Biased. Yo, Wilby, thanks for coming out. Always love having you on, dog. And
Thank you.
give me your
It's always a
insight.
pleasure. Love all you guys are doing. Honestly, I get so excited anytime I have a chance to come on here, guys. Trust me, I could do this forever. I'll look forward to being back on whenever you guys can have me and continuing to listen to you guys. So thanks for
Appreciate
keeping it
the
entertaining.
listens.
You guys rock.
Thank you.
Thank you. It means a lot. It means a lot. All right, fellas. Hope you win all your bets. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe. And go Bills.
Please win, Steelers. Don't embarrass us on Thursday Night Football. Please. Money, Mitch.